In maturing boys to realize their full potential, Montfort doesn't just focus on academic performance. The school has a rich sporting tradition as well. Sports has always been hailed as opportunities for boys to pursue excellence in physical performance and to develop character.
One of the events that is quite unique to Montfort Junior is our obstacle race. So we do it once every 3 years, and we had all the boys from young primary 1 all the way to the P6s going through a series of obstacles. Right? They have to climb, they have to crawl and do many things. Some had really a lot of difficulties and fears, but they overcame it. Some by themselves, but many because their friends were there with them. We were cheering them on. They said, "Hey, come, let's go, I'll hold your hand." When you do things like this, you start to appreciate what sports is all about. That you're not in this alone, that there are always people with you, and having the sense of resilience. Don't give up.
Being a sportsman requires team spirit and humility. Team spirit because you gotta work with everyone in your team. You don't choose your teammate. It's not really much of skill, it's more of chemistry. If you don't like this person, how are you gonna communicate with him on the field? Imagine you have the ball, then you need to throw to a guy that you don't like. It doesn't feel right. You gotta have that bond.
A strong sporting structure, a fiery fighting spirit, and a universal love for the game. These are all recurring themes in the 103-year-old Montfortian story. The school has a strong badminton tradition which dates back more than 3 decades. Montfortian's numerous achievements in this sport, including an impressive collection of trophies and medals, has earned the school a niche status in this area. Till today, both Montfortian junior and secondary's badminton teams remain a force to be reckoned with. But sportsmen are not born, they are made. Montfort Badminton's origins best encapsulates this.
When we took over, we look at each other and say, how are we going to start? I start watching games, international games, national games, and I'm asking myself, how come the players are so good? And I question myself, how am I going to make my players going to be like that? Able to stretch for the ball, able to jump for the ball, able to hit the direction I want, so I have to reflect and come up with a lot of techniques of how to strengthen their legs, their hands, their wrists, the whole body and stamina. So we have to start from there.
Yeah, she's correct. We even came up with our own little gadget, I remember it was a handle, a wooden handle, then there's a string, then we tie our own brick there. So the pupils have to hold and then try to roll the string up, then let the string go down again and roll it up. So that's how they can build their wrist strength. So there were no such thing in the market. We actually came up with something like that ourselves.
Let's go! Good job!
Before the start of the game, I always say this to them. I say, when you play, first you win for yourself. Second, you try to win for your school. So with this philosophy, it sort of enabled them to move forward. Because the moment we let them into the court, they are on their own really. And I always tell them that when you win, you also try your very best not to win just over the score. When you lose like a gentleman. You lose well. That means you give the opponent a hard fight.
If they are a good player, they train hard, they will be good player for life. So even if they leave school, they can still play the sports leisurely and then also keep it up with it when they are adults. So ultimately it is learning to play the game well and then play it for life. When we started winning around 1983, then we know that it's achievable. So we just continue working what we were doing, then we could do that for many, many years after that.
The two teachers' perseverance and dedication to nurturing their badminton students definitely paid off. In 1995, their former students were part of the Montfort secondary team that broke Anglo-Chinese Independent School's 19-year winning streak at the B Division final and dethroned them as champions.
It's the first time we broke a record.
To us, because we were in charge, and then this is our players that we train from scratch. So therefore, it really means more to us.
Start with the high serve if you can. Okay, if you really not confident enough, alright, you use your own service.
Montfort badminton would continue to flourish in the 2000s. It was in this first decade of the new millennium that Montfort produced another gem, Derek Wong.
Montfort helped me to grow as an athlete by giving me a unique schedule.
so that I can balance both my sports and my studies. After my school days, I actually went on to represent the national team. Yeah, that was where my badminton actually propelled, and I went on to play in 2 Olympics.
Derek would go on to win a silver medal for Singapore in the 2014 Commonwealth Games in Glasgow. He was also a competitor and Singapore's flag bearer in the 2016 Olympics at Rio de Janeiro.
These are the medals that I won in the Commonwealth Games. This is a bronze medal and this is the silver medal. So the bronze medal is for the team event. Then the silver medal is for my individual men's singles event. I had to win many of the higher ranked players in order to get this silver medal. Yeah. What pushed me through was I knew that I worked very hard. Definitely there were obstacles, but every day I tell myself that I'm training hard for a reason, and this is the reason why all the hard work has not gone to waste.
Today, Montfort Badminton is still growing strong, with a new generation of champions in the making. Whether it's in badminton or other sports. For decades, Montfort has been committed to training determined and resilient sportsmen who are always part of a larger team. A team that's united and respectful of each other as they strive hard to achieve shared goals.